Hey there, I'm Lancehart, and this is MMN's Reset of Mega Man 4. With Dr. Wily defeated for a third and final time, people are finally starting to breathe easy. That is, of course, until a new attack happens. A new villain named Dr. Cossack has stepped forward and is now trying to take over the world. As the first Mega Man game I ever played, I have quite a few fond memories and I'm proud to be talking about it. As the fourth entry in the series, you'd think that Capcom would have started running out of ideas by now, but it turns out that the game was filled with a ton of stuff. Mega Man 4 is a game of firsts. Along with the first introduction sequence in the series, this is the first time Dr. Wily isn't the main villain of the game. Or so one would be led to believe. Following up on the innovation is the introduction of Eddie, Mega Man's newest ally when exploring stages. Appearing strategically in different areas of the game, he would pop up and deliver a random item every time you would cross paths with him, ranging from energy pellets to E-tanks.
Eddie is a support character I had in mind from the time of 2. Rather than just placing soul items about, I wanted to make a service like a lottery or a jack-in-the-box, where you didn't know what would come out, bringing a sensation of satisfaction or disappointment.
The last, but definitely not least, huge addition to the game is the Mega Buster. This weapon upgrade allows charging Mega Man's arm cannon in order to shoot a substantially larger and more powerful shot than usual. Some areas promoted the use of the charge shot. One of the enemies in Skullman's stage can only be defeated with it. Charge attacks would go on to be a mainstay for the entire Mega Man franchise, with it appearing in one way or another in almost every new game from then on. While charging became a franchise signature, it wouldn't be met with the same enthusiasm from Inafune.
From 4 and on, the charge shot became a natural fixture. But I think constantly charging up shots makes the game become tasteless, and it's only out of not wanting to make a mistake.
Other minor additions include alternate routes, which lead up to the special items of Mega Man 4, the balloon and wire adapters. While both have limited usefulness, they add even more options when trying to navigate less than obvious stage hazards. What's more, the wire adapter also has a second usefulness. It hurts Cossack as much as the Dust Crusher. Actually managing to win with it is a whole different story though. While the gameplay was taken to unprecedented levels of complexity, the game was still relatively simple. Being able to swap out items in order to reach the same goal helped keep things fresh, but didn't create any unnecessary confusion. However, some of the simpler mechanics were ignored or pushed to their limits in an effort to create some challenge. Blind and pixel-perfect jumps were increased in frequency, but their inclusion didn't add much to the challenge, so much as create frustration. And frustrate they do. The storyline introduced a new kind of world domination ploy. While you're led to believe Dr. Cossack is the main villain, you find out at the 11th hour of the final battle that Cossack is in fact a proxy to the not-quite-dead Dr. Wily. Once the scheme is revealed by Proto Man and Kalinka, Cossack's daughter, Mega Man chases Wily to his new castle and ends things once and for all. Of course, things don't always go as planned. If there is one thing I love about Mega Man, it's the soundtrack. This game really doesn't disappoint. My personal favorites are Skullman's stage and Cossack's second stage. While Mega Man 4 doesn't have that many fan tributes, it more than makes up for them by the large amounts of trivia related to it. First off, the Robot Master Design winners all got a golden version of the game's cart. However, it appears one of the carts was sold and turned up in a pawn shop of all places. Next up, the designer of Dustman, and subsequently Crystal Man for Mega Man 5, Yusuke Murata, went on to work as a manga illustrator. His most recent works include Eyeshield 21, a football manga, and a short story that appeared in Jump Square. Well, that's all for Mega Man 4. Join us next week for our reset of Mega Man 5.